Did you face your mother?
I have not faced her yet. I know, but I just... She
Beta.
knows, though.
Beta female. Why haven't you faced her?
I haven't seen her. I have not seen her. She doesn't call me. She doesn't want to talk to me. So she knows, though, because she told her.
So you told her, right?
I'm the one who went.
Yeah, I remember. And now your sister's free and you're enslaved.
I feel that I'm free, though, from it. I'm serious. Like, I feel that I am free from her. And most recently, my husband saw her, actually. And she says that something's wrong with us because she told my husband the scenario about how my sister went to go. Can you believe she came to forgive me? I didn't do anything wrong to her. Like, I don't accept that. And she goes, something's wrong with them. They're not going to church. So there's something wrong with them. That's why they need forgiveness and they need apologies. They need for her to apologize to us. I mean, she was all confused about it. And my husband told her, he goes, no, they are going to a church.
That's right.
And it's out in L.A. and, they've been getting a lot, just different types of, teachings or whatever that seems to help them, have more clarity on their life and be free. And why would they have to go to L.A. for that? Now they're wasting gas. And I mean, she had a whole thing about it. So I do feel like I'm free from her, though.
Are you afraid of her?
No, not anymore. I really am not. I'm hoping to see her, in fact.
Yeah.
Like, there's been several gatherings where I was like, where I thought she was going to be there, but she didn't. She never showed up. So
what is wrong with mothers that they cannot admit that they are wrong? They would rather send you to hell before they admit that they were wrong. What is wrong with them?
I think they don't really think that. They think in their head, it's the way they've also been taught to just kind of, put your mother on a pedestal type of a thing. And I did the very best I could because she really says she doesn't understand. I mean, there's so many bad things that she did to us. I can't even repeat these things. I mean, I'd love to repeat them, but it'd take like 1 week. But she literally does not think there's anything wrong with, making your kids do this or do that, or stealing clothes from a store and giving it to your kids because you work the retail counter and you tell your kids to come in.
Amazing.
When you're working at it's like a Macy's, this is up in Northern California, and you literally tell your high school children to come in and tell them to try on clothes, and then they put them in a bag, and then I'm like, well, didn't you have to pay for that? And she says, I have a discount. I'll get it later.
Amazing.
And like, she's stealing these clothes to give to you, and that's fine for her. So there was a lot of different things that she did, and maybe it's a cultural thing, and that's why one thing I do appreciate I want to say is when you were saying about the caravan, one thing that really resonated with me is you said they don't have the same morals and values.
They don't.
They don't. I mean, I'm born in America, and I don't think it's okay to steal 17 sugars from McDonald's and put them in your purse for later, and straws, and
That's right.
But that's how the Filipinos, when they come over here and they migrated here a long time ago. My grandma thinks that when they had the looting from Rodney King, she was looting bags, and she was like 70 years old, and the whole family thought that was cute.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, she's like, I was getting all the purses and everything, and nobody cared because they broke all the windows, and my aunts were laughing, and I'm like, that's not really cute to me. Like, you're looting from these people.
I had a friend who used to steal some of that government cheese.
Oh, yeah.
When at the end of the month or the beginning of the month, you can go down to the welfare house and they give you free food. And they had this big old block of yellow cheese, the best cheese in the world. And she's like, child, I'm going down and get me some of that cheese. I'm like, but you don't need it. Yes, I do. That cheese is good. And then she made the best macaroni and cheese you ever want to have. That government cheese is good. Anybody ever had it? See there? Y'all know.
And the powdered milk.
Yeah, that powdered milk. I remember that. Remember that, Cat? No. You never had government cheese? He lived in Beverly Hills, that's why. You missed out. You better go get you some of that government cheese. The problem with when parents do stuff like that, they pass it on to their kids and don't realize that they're corrupting their kids by doing that kind of stuff. Because the kids think that it's fine to do it. And I've noticed that once you're traumatized, it's hard for a lot of people to overcome that. It really, really is.
It's really, I think when you do release the anger and you finally realize and take accountability and look at, you know, when I look at all the things, because I've had a long, hard life too, and had a lot of bad decisions that I made.
Yeah.
And I know these things because I'm like really, I would contemplate these things that I would do, you know, and getting myself in trouble, you know, like early on in life. And
Yes.
like, why did I do that? I'm like, it's because of her. Like, she's teaching me that it's okay to do these things. And when you finally come to terms with it, because you don't want to, because you don't want to believe your mother would actually do something like that to you or
Yes.
teach you in those ways, it's so much better.
Yeah.
And hopefully, by doing this, you can have them, you know, wake up.
Yes.
Because she's right.
Hopefully.
We were really like, you have to suffer and die.
Yep.
Because
let them die. Make sure they have insurance. And let them die.
She has insurance.
Make sure, yeah. Find that insurance. Let mama die.
Yes.
The one thing I notice about mothers, they will not let go. They'll follow you to West Hell. Where is Joel? Joel, tell about that call that his mother didn't want to let him go. And she called the preacher over.
No, she called the preacher to go into his room and pray the little demons away. So,
how old is the man?
21 or something.
So this man, 21 years old, want to move out of his mother's house, and she does not want him to go. He tried to leave, and she pulled his clothes off. And then she called the preacher wife in, and they prayed over him. And then he laughing at them because they were being stupid. And then the mother see that little demon laughing. That demon laughing. And the boy just want to go out to be a man. Any boy that stays home after 18 is a sissy, a pure girl. Any guy that lived with a woman before marriage is a sissy, a pure woman. A man is supposed to lead the way. And there are no excuses, I'm telling you. You are supposed to lead the way. We had a young man at the meeting who said that his girlfriend called him up, complained about something, and instead of telling her how to overcome it, he started complaining about his problem. I'm like, no, you're not supposed to do that. Men don't complain. Men have answers like Christ would have. When we go to Christ, Christ is not, yeah, child, I know what you mean. I understand. My mama called too. I hate my mama. You'd be so disappointed in Christ if you did that. Well, women are disappointed in weak men. Even though some of them can't let go because they like controlling, but they're really disappointed in weak men. Weak men are pathetic. They are beta. Do we have any weak men? Just one? Two? Are you a weak man? Give him the mic. This your first time here?
It is.
Oh, what's your name?
Marcel.
Marcel. So are you a weak man?
Yeah, I'm a weak man.
In what way?
I stayed at my mom's house way past 18.
Oh, man.
I mean, I got kicked out like a long time ago, but I moved back in, you know what I mean? So that's even worse, you know? I got the double on me.
And what made you move back in?
Financial problems.
You could have lived on the streets.
Yeah, well, that's kind of like right now, you know?
You on the streets now?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm working and everything, but, you know, in between places.
Yeah, you're better off on the street than you are with mama.
I agree.
Yeah. And why do you agree?
Because I got to be a man.
Yes.
Shit, you know what I mean? And, you know, support the family.
That's right. Yeah. And don't ever be a boy again with a woman. All even right. When you date, don't become boy.
Definitely.
Are you boy with your woman? No. You're not boy anymore? Is he boy?
Yeah, sometimes.
See, he up here lying. She said yes. So why did she say you're a boy sometime and you say no? You got to be honest with yourself.
I don't know.
Huh? Why do you say he's a boy sometime?
She says it.
I don't know. I think he's still like, you know, working on things, but sometimes it's not like often, but from time to time he'll do something that's like boyish.
Yeah. And do you tell him, hey, look, I'm not your mama. Calm down, boy. Do you tell him?
I don't say I'm your mama, but yeah, I do tell him to calm down. Make
sure you let them know when they're acting like a boy. Why do you stay with him?
What?
Why do you stay with him?
I think that he is pretty much becoming an alpha.
Why don't you wait until he become one, and then marry him, and then stay with him? Why not just go and live your life and do the right thing? Because when you do what's right, that's all going to come back at you. When you do wrong, no matter what your excuse is, then nothing but badness is going to happen. We got to be it. We got to have faith, and we got to be what we say. Otherwise, because we can say one thing, but if you're not doing the right thing, righteousness is not going to happen for you. God doesn't play like that. That makes sense? So why not just leave him?
I don't want to leave him. I mean, I'm very happy.
You're happy that he's a boy?
Well, he's not like, he'll have like an instant, like here and there, but it's not like he's like a boy anymore.
But the neighbors know that you guys are not married and that you're Christians, right? So when you walk out of your house at daytime or night and your neighbors see you leaving, the neighbor's going to say, oh, this Christian woman is living with a man, because you're not setting that standard. Even if you're not having sex or whatever, you're still living with him, and it just looked wrong. It's a bad example. Because the neighbor doesn't know, they're going to believe that you're sleeping with him. What do you think about that?
I do think that, you know, a lot of people think that. I mean, we have told some people that, you know, we're like completely in separate rooms.
But no one would believe that.
Well, I mean,
So
some of
doesn't
them.
he tip at night? In the wee hours of the night?
No, he closes his door.
Oh.
I like
Do
to
you
sleep
tip
with
to
my...
his room?
What?
You tiptoe to his room?
No.
Oh.
No.
But are you concerned that when the neighbors see you coming out of the house with a man, that you guys are messing around as Christians? You're not setting a good example?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they probably think that.
Does that
because
bother you that they're thinking that?
Not really, because I really, in all honesty, I really don't care what people think of me.
But if you're a child of God, a woman of God, why don't you care if they see you in the wrong way when you look like you are living together?
I don't know. I've never really cared what people think of me or like how they see me. I know myself. And
Why don't you leave him?
leave him as in like move out of the house?
Yeah, move
and
out of his
stuff?
house. You can still date, but don't live together.
I think like right now, like financially, it's just not possible. But you know, like
He doesn't have enough money.
you know, he left the job, as you know, with his dad. So he's like trying to get jobs and stuff now.
And so he doesn't have enough money for you to leave?
Well, I don't have enough either.
Oh.
So
But that's an excuse, though.
it is an excuse.
Why don't you leave and do it right? Why don't you do it right? What preventing you from doing it right? Yes. What's preventing you from doing it right?
I think it's fear. It's fear. And
Fear what?
well, from what I discovered for myself is fear that they won't wake up and that they're gone. You know, that maybe, you know, by separating, you know, he won't turn into an alpha male. That he
Well, do
stays
you
as a
care?
beta.
As long as you turn into an alpha woman, he doesn't have to turn into a male. You have to set the standard.
I'm seeing that now. I'm seeing it now.
Yeah.
I'm
But
starting
why
to
don't you
see
just
it.
move out?
I think it's, yeah, I think it's a process too. It's a process that takes time to move out, like, you know, have enough money to move out, making sure you have a good job to be able to afford to move out.
Excuses. Because moving out is going to make you look for a better job. It's going to make you look for a place. It's going to make you do what you have to do. That's what the pressure is for.
Okay.
But in your heart, you have excuses,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And what are those excuses?
I think financial is a big one. Just like when I look to what are my excuses, it is a financial and it's a fear of, you know, kind of, you let him go, will he ever come back? Probably not. You know, that fear. So
Right.
it's those two fears. It's a
Why do you
financial-
want him so badly?
I think it's the illusion of what two people coming together brings, you know, that illusion of just, you know, what a relationship, a happy home, you know, it's the hope of having a home, a beautiful, a beautiful family, a beautiful home.
But if you're doing it wrong, you're never going to have that.
Yes, yes.
Do you
I see
realize that?
Yeah, I definitely see that.
Because
I
there
think
are
it's-
the false reality and there's
Yes.
the real reality.
Yes, yes.
And the real reality is in the present.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else is an illusion.
Yes.
And excuse making, that's what Satan calls you to do.
And so that's where my excuses come from. They
Yeah.
come from this false Satan illusion. It's, child of Satan.
Yeah.
And I believe these lies that, if I make it work, if I do this, if I do that, things will work. And like you said, it's not right. It's not right.
Yeah. Because
seeing it.
women that hold on to weak men, even if the men do what they want, it's still going to be a weak man. You're not going to like him because he's doing what you want
Yes.
and not the right thing. That makes sense?
Absolutely.
And he's only doing what you want because he wants something for nothing. It's not like he wants to be a right man.
I think also too, there's certain people get an awakening to themselves. I really think that certain people can look within themselves and see, oh gosh, look at all these, bad things or these, negative things in my life, right? And other people don't get that opportunity to see within themselves. They think outwardly, and so I think that's something that I am coming to realize, that I
Yeah.
definitely look within, because I'm the first one to say I'm wrong. Like,
Yeah.
I'm wrong,
Yeah.
and I'm okay with saying that. I think when,
But you have to take action too.
Yes.
It's not enough to just say I'm wrong.
Yes.
You got to start doing it the right way. And
Yes.
it's so amazing to do it the right way.
Yes.
It really is.
Yes.
It's nothing like what your head tell you.
absolutely, I think right now I'm it's a process. I'm crawling like
But
a
it's
baby.
not a process. The moment you see, you do.
Okay,
It's not a process. Satan tell you it's a process.
okay,
When God allows you to see, he has already made a way for you.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to step out on it and do it. Have faith.
Mm-hmm.
It's so amazing.
yes.
Are you trying to change him?
No, I'm not trying to change him at all. I don't seek to change him. I think if I did try to change him, it wouldn't work.
Did you
'cause
try it one time?
I did, yes,
Yeah.
I did. I tried to have him have an awakening like myself, like, wake up, look inside.
I'm going to wait. You got to
Yeah,
wake
You gotta
up.
wake up too, but that doesn't work.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Only God can wake you up.
Yeah. However, I think that in my own awakening, other people can be awoken by themselves. Like, if they see, like, gosh, that's so different. What happened there? And if they talk to you, like, I've learned a lot of things from here.
Right.
I've been awoke by hearing other people being awoke. And so I do think that there's something to it, but that only comes from the person who's doing it.
A seeker. If you seek the kingdom of God in his right way,
Yes.
then you'll wake up. But most people are not seeking.
No, a
And
lot
so
of
if
people
they're
are
not seeking, they're not going to
No.
wake up.
And they'll never. Yeah.
Right. So you got to move on with your life.